ready to unplug it. Oh God. Oh! If you get a standard Zoeller, they all come with, pretty sure, 3-year warranty. Contractor grades come with 5. Once you get to the bigger pumps, they're all cast iron, they're all heavy. Super solid designs. This model right here is the 1052, I think. Yep. The M1052, 1.5-inch outlet. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to install it. 90% of sump pumps that you have are gonna have an 1.5-inch outlet that you pick up, at Lowe's, Home Depot. So plumbing it is all pretty much the same way, and this will all work the same way. We've got our magical box of mini pieces. Number 1, for a sump pump like this, you're going to need a 1.5-inch male threaded to a female standard coupler. That's going to screw on. Just going to show you guys this real quick before I glue anything. That being said, when you go to do your install, we glue everything except for this very first piece that screws in. Because if you glue it and you ever need to replace something, good luck getting it off there. You're not going to be able to. Next piece we're going to need is a check valve, 1.5-inch check valve. This allows water to flow one way. It's got a little flap in here that lets water out. The point of this is, remember, we're pushing water uphill, and if we push it uphill and then that pump switch closes, all that water is going to just come back and recirculate. This prevents that from happening. So it pumps out, comes back, and we'll stop right here, so this pump isn't just recirculating the same water and running 24/7, because that would just not be very smart. To put these on, all you do is take these rubber pieces right here and you flop them just like that. When you put that on, it's now adapted to be an 1.5-inch pipe. So you're going to need a little cutoff right here, just enough to connect it, so maybe a 3 or 4-inch piece here at the bottom. And then that next piece coming up after this check valve is going to be your riser pipe. That pipe just needs to be as tall as you want to take this. If you've got a super deep, terrifying, well-looking sump basin like this, you're going to need quite a bit of riser pipe. Standard 28-inch basin is not going to require as large of a riser. But keep in mind, this is the important part on your system. Depending on what size pump you are running, they have something what's called head, which is how high this can actually pump it of an elevation. So standard, some of these sump pumps pump 60 gallons a minute. Some of them pump 48 to 50 in that range, and then going down and obviously going up with a bigger pump. That being said, that is at a standard that they have. I'm not quite sure what the height is on that, but the higher up you go, the less gallons per minute you are going to have, because that pump is having to work harder. If you pump it 20 feet in the air, you're not going to get 50, 60 gallons a minute. If you only have to pump it a foot up and then across, you're going to be closer to that 50, 60 gallons a minute. All of them have charts online that you can see. The check valves have an arrow on it. I don't know if you can see it right there, but you want that arrow pointing away from the pump. So up. You can also install this inline further down. We just like to do it right by the pump in the basin, so it's easy to access if you ever need to. Tip of the day, whenever you are putting on this check valve, make sure, if you have a shallower basin, that when you put on the check valve, you face these clamps into a spot where you can access them. Typically, we put these directly to the side of the sump basin. We have a lot higher area we have to come out of, but you don't want these facing to where you can't get your drill or your screwdriver or whatever you're using to tighten on there, in case you ever need to service it. So make sure you can reach these at some point. We're going to tape this. Could be a good idea, could be a bad idea. That's fine. We got water down in there, and we kind of need to clear it out so we can install this sump properly and get the cuts to the right direction. There's also something at the bottom keeping this teeter-tottering. So we're going to try to clear the water out of there real quick without gluing anything. But that's nasty water.
This at home usually doesn't work.
And it might clearly just shoot out on us. Don't plug it in yet.
Don't plug it in yet.
I'm gonna put this 45 on there.
Ready?
Oh god, I'm so scared. Just get ready to unplug it. Hopefully it doesn't disassemble and blow out in my face. Yeah, just get ready to unplug it. Oh god. Oh!
That's probably the perfect spot to get along.
God, we're idiots. It went right into our drain.
Hey, at least it works, man. That's actually awesome. That's actually a great little tester right there.
That was. It's a mini test.